Hello everyone, my name is Master Starman, and welcome to something brand new. Welcome to Super Mario Bros., except not quite. Welcome to New Super Mario Bros. That's right. This game came out 20 years ago. That makes me feel ancient, but there was a lot, and I mean a lot of buzz surrounding this game when it was new. And I won't lie, I never actually owned this until recently, but be damned, I knew a lot of friends who had this game, and I even rented and beat it on a rental back in the day as well. I feel like a lot of people forget what this game is like. I really genuinely feel like most people do not remember what this game was like. The new Super Mario Bros. Series kind of has this reputation of being kind of homogenized in a way, but most people, I think, forget what the original was like and how different and kind of a breath of fresh air that this was back in 2006. With all that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and select a new file here. It was a nice, sunny day. Mario and the princess were out walking around, when suddenly, a lightning cloud has struck the Peach's castle. It's a good thing that was only a ruse for Bowser Jr. to kidnap the princess. Oh, it wouldn't be one of these games without the princess running off like that. That's right, hello everyone, my name is Master Starman, and welcome to Let's Play New Super Mario Bros. If you've never played a Mario game before, well, this is pretty much a Mario game in the truest definition, but it's a pretty great one in its own right that I feel like a lot of people don't really remember much about this one. For starters, we can move, we can jump on Goombas. We can collect mushrooms here as per usual. And yeah, it's... If you've ever played a Mario game before, you'll know kind of what to expect with this here. There's a few little differences here and there that we will kind of get into here. I'm gonna show this off in a later on part here. I'm actually gonna probably play this level again a second time because I want to show off what that power-up was there. And I feel like we'll have a better chance to do that. This right here is a star coin. If we collect it and look at the bottom screen there, we can see that a star coin gets added to our bottom screen menu there. And yeah. I did not mean to take that hit there, but oops. That's fine though. We can actually go down this warp pipe here. And as you see, our perspective actually shifts to the other screen here, which, through the magic of video editing, you'll probably see on the same side of the screen here, but yeah, it is something to kind of keep in mind there, that this, usually most underground sections are on the bottom screen. This was that era of the DS kind of flipping around its screens a lot. That gets us the second star coin, and we're actually missing the third one here, but I know where that is here. We can actually backtrack throughout the levels here, which is a nice thing here. I think some other Mario games did that too, like starting in Mario 3, I think. You may have noticed I just did a ground pound there. That was a new thing for the 2D Mario games here. So this was a 2D Mario game, but it actually introduced a lot of abilities that, well, not introduced, I guess, but brought in a lot of elements that were introduced in Super Mario 64, which were very nice. I'll probably get a chance to demonstrate that. I actually kind of want to go back into this first level here, because there is obviously the outlier in the room there. There's also a couple other things I can show off here, too. Yeah, you have the ground pound. I believe we also have the triple jump if we do a running jump here. It might be a little tough to do. You kind of have to get like a really, really good running jump there. If you also jump and ground pound on one of these blocks, it gives an not infinite, but a lot of coins there. You can usually get like a mushroom out of that as well, which is very, very nice. You have to be able to ground pound out of into those, but it is very nice to do that. This power-up here, this is the Mega Mushroom, one of the defining new abilities introduced in this game here. Wait till this item is at the edge of the screen here, and just hold Y and run. This ability turns you really, really big. You can break everything in your path here. This is one of the best ways to get extra lives in this game here. If you just hold it all the way until the end of the level here, you have just enough time to reach the end. And that guarantees you 5 free lives here. Very, very, very nice if you ever need lives. And you're probably going to need them because this game does tend to get pretty difficult at points. Anyways, that was a mouthful, but yeah. Let's go on to 1-2 here now. You can immediately start with a ground pound to get that there. Collecting 100 coins also gets you an extra life, which is very nice. This is the Fire Flower here. I didn't get a chance to show that off in the first level, but if you basically are Big Mario, like with a mushroom, and collect another power-up, it's usually going to be a Fire Flower. Actually, correction, I think almost all the time it's going to be a Fire Flower in this game here, for reasons I'll get into in a bit there. I could have actually demonstrated something there, but it's fine. Pretty easy star coin you can get up here. The momentum of this game is a bit weird, I'll be the first to admit that. Here's a new thing here. You can actually slide along walls here and use that to get a wall jump. That is very, very, very useful here in this game. If you're Big Mario, you can just ground pound down to get this star coin here. That's the second one. And something I kind of glossed over in the first level here. Oh, you can actually get the mushroom just by regular jumps there. You usually don't get that much of an opportunity to do that. Eventually, at a certain point in the level, you'll pass by a checkpoint. It's usually invisible there, but if we were to die or lose a life here, you will respawn from this point instead of the beginning, which is very nice. I didn't really show that off in the first level too much, because going down that one warp pipe kind of bypasses this secret. And I kind of remember some other things about this level here. I'll be the first to admit, I have been practicing this playthrough, but, like, I'm not as super versed in New Super Mario Bros. As some other games, so if there is a secret or two I might gloss over or miss, then I apologize for that. I will say, in my practice run, most secrets were pretty, like, easy for me to find on my own, so that's why I'm not overly worried. Now, you may notice I did miss a star coin in this level here, and I will kind of glance back into that as to why here. Similar to Super Mario World, I think was the first game to introduce this. Funny I got an extra life there both times there, but similarly to Super Mario World, there's actually secret exits in, most of these levels here. And yeah, now the one in this level is unfortunately at the very end of the level here. If you've ever played Mario 1, you probably know what's up to and what to expect with this one here. So I'm going to meet you guys at the end of the level here because, yeah, it's going to take a minute to get back there. Okay, right here, you may remember there was this platform here with the Koopa. If we ride this all the way to the top, we can actually jump over the wall here. And down here is the final star coin of the level here. And through the warp pipe, this will actually take you to a red flagpole. These red ones indicate that these are a secret exit. Obviously not every level has them, but there's a good, like, 2 or 3 levels in each world that tend to have one, so that's very, very nice to find there if you can find it. And that'll open up a pathway that skips straight to the fortress of the world, which is very nice. But we have 1-3 to go through here. So also a few other things I can point out here. So every star coin you get here, you need 5 star coins to go through here. Do you want to spend your star coins here? I'm actually gonna say no to that, and my reason is kind of simple here. With the star coin gates in this, you need 5 coins to go through them. Usually, if you're kind of playing along, you'll end up with probably a good number of star coins, more than you need, really, but those star coin gates actually let you save going through them. There's not really a means of, like, saving normally, at least not right away. I think once you beat the game, you actually get the ability to save at any point, but usually it's kind of reserved for specific levels, like after, like, fortresses and, like, castles and stuff. It's some very specific levels that let you save after them. This level, by the way, I'm just skipping over most of it here, but yeah. Very nice and bouncy, colorful mushrooms here. Very easy star coins to get too. It wouldn't be a World 1 level if that wasn't the case though. Red coin ring here. We can activate this and it starts a timer to get 8 red coins, a la Super Mario 64 here. And doing that will usually net you a power-up. If not, if you already have the Fire Flower or another equivalent power-up there, you will get a 1-up for that. And this was a very, very, very fast level here. If you manage to get the very top of the flagpole, you just get an extra life in this game. If you're used to later games like the 3D Land and World games, don't worry, you don't need to get all the flagpoles to get, like, some sort of 100% requirement or anything like that. This might be important here. Okay, so this red block might have something actually important for us here, and I wasn't planning on showing this off first, but if it gives us what I want here, then I may get this first here, and I think it might. Yes, okay. This is Shell Mario here. This is a pretty rare power-up. You can usually only get this from mushroom houses or those red, blocks that sometimes roam over levels there. Those will just give you a random power-up at the start of the level here. This power-up is actually important for something in this level, and I may as well go for that first, because yeah, I actually need this power-up to get a secret in this level here, so yeah. Just trying to be wary of this dry bones here. Probably don't need to be, but I'm trying to hold on to this shell as long as I can here. It's not difficult by any means. In fact, I think I'm basically at the part I need it for. So, this is the checkpoint of the level here. This door right here, this is kind of like one of the weirdest secrets in the game here. You enter this room and be very careful, because it is possible to die in this room here. This is a bottomless pit below us here. But if we head over here, there is in fact a secret area here, and so Shell Mario's a new power-up in this game. If we run fast enough, we'll immediately turn into a shell here. Oh, I didn't know there was a 1-up there. I'll take that. We actually need the shell to access the secret exit of this level here. It's kind of wild that there's a secret exit in the first freaking, like, castle of the game, or fortress, I guess you could say. But there is. And it is possible to get this with the shell here. I'm gonna see if I can do it. There we go. And I didn't get the top of the flagpole there. Huh. Oh well. I think it is very much possible to get the top of that flagpole there. I wasn't planning on getting this first, but considering the game did throw the red block at the fortress there to give me the shell there, that is kind of special there to do that. That unlocks the pathway to this cannon here. I'll talk about that more after I beat this level here. We'll probably do this level and then call it a video, because that's like half the first world there. But yeah. I think I might meet you guys back up at the halfway point there, because we've seen the beginning of this level, and there's not that much difference with this one here, admittedly. Oh, also, I'll mention this here. If you collect a star coin and beat a level, like, I should have probably mentioned this before, but the star coins do stay collected if that's not obvious enough there. So, I don't need to recollect them, but that's only also because I have beaten this level here. The last star coin is actually right here, so let's go ahead and grab this here. I don't know what those spikes are doing on the left there. They don't really serve as any hazard for us. This might, on the other hand, okay, got through that. It was a little faster than I was kind of expecting it to be. But Not a challenge, though, otherwise. Oh, shoot, I hope I didn't just time this badly here. I don't know why, but I didn't think that was gonna do that. Oh, shoot, I need the other one here. Well, I wanted to get the red block here. This is... the red block, I think, is tied to the level specifically, and I believe this will always give the shell because... I mean, the shell is needed for a secret here, so makes sense. Okay, let's not make amateur mistake the frickin' Metroid Other M elevator moment, as I once described it. This block here, I think, is a Fire Flower, which I don't really need here. Could be nice there, but it's not something I overly need here. And the boss, which is Bowser Jr. here. And... he's really easy. You just hit him and take damage for no reason there. If you do a ground pound on a boss of any kind, that actually does do double damage. So that is very, 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 very nice to keep in mind there. But he's easy. Let's be real. He is very easy. Don't need to worry about him whatsoever. And he'll run off to the other end of the castle here. So, with that being said, the game will ask us if we want to save here. And I think we're going to call that a video. Next time on New Super Mario Bros., we will probably play the rest of World 1 here. So, with all that being said, thank you everyone for watching. I've been Master Starman. Have yourselves a great day, and peace out.